Hello everyone. Our today's topic is very important because this topic is related to the United States of America, a country who claimed itself as the world most powerful, world most safest, and world most advanced nation on earth are now facing exodus from its own country. Now the question is why US citizens are ditching US passport and fleeing to nearest Caribbean and European nations, and which nations are providing citizenship to the peoples of the other nations, and in return what they are demanding. These are the questions will be our main focus of discussion. The Americans have finally begun to look for alternative destination for living and doing work remotely, especially the rich Americans. They felt that the America is no longer best for them. A lot of rich Americans are now stockpiling passport of the other nation. But the question is why Americans are fleeing. So Americans are now started feeling anxious about their health safety, wealth safety and law and order of their own country. The main reasons wheel around 4 C's. Those 4 C's are COVID-19, climate change, cryptocurrency and conflict in their own nations. The COVID-19 pandemic left deep scar on American health safety. The America always felt proud to be a nation with impeccable health infrastructure. But COVID-19 broke that record because America was one of the most affected nations on earth due to COVID. Plenty of Americans died due to COVID-19 infection. The death toll is almost 10 lakh. So rich Americans are now simply protecting themselves and their families from second or third wave or any kind of fourth wave if possible due to the COVID-19. Also, when Biden administration came to power, he tightened COVID rule and increased the COVID restrictions. Apart from that, America is the victim of climate change. Huge category of storms are hitting American coastal cities, leaving away a trail of destruction and devastations of properties and infrastructure. Human life and their livelihoods are being affected by these climatic events. The weather have become uncertain beyond human measure. So the climate change has become very good reason for rich Americans to leave their own country. Additionally, the American society has become very fragile and vulnerable. The gun violence has become very normal in today's America. The violence against colored people has become commonplace. Recently, Buffalo shooting left 10 Americans dead. Also, some other gun violence that actually giving us proof of violence against colored population. Also, the surveillance of the American populations by their own government has proven to be a very, very disturbing news for the American population, especially the rich population, because they are the very private person. They are the very private persons in their own life. Now the question is why the Americans are fleeing, which countries they are choosing. In our discussion, I have already mentioned that there are some countries, those who are more than willing to host the foreign populations at the cost of dollar. And these countries are not very far away from American coastal cities. The Caribbeans are very happy with that. And some very small European countries are also offering the citizenship. But not all rich Americans are ditching the US citizenship. Some are switching their workplace due to the political turmoil at home. The businesses are booming in recent months for the citizenship advisor, government agencies and the real estate developers in several Caribbean islands including Grenada, Dominica, Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis. The application for citizenship and visa for the Caribbean islands are surging as the peoples take advantage of 12-month welcome stamp initiative launched by Barbados in July. More than 1,100 have so far applied for the scheme, and a similar offering in St. Kitts and the Nevis is also witnessing a surge in interest. The Barbados is also providing additional benefits. The visa, which costs $2,000 for an individual or $3,000 for a family, with additional tax exemption from Barbados income tax. So it is an additional advantage for Americans or the other citizens, those who are accepting the citizenship of these countries. Around 1,100 applications have been filed in 2 months since Barbados' launch of welcome stamp, with 42% of application from United States of America itself. Dominica has also witnessed 66% surge in American exodus. St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada, Dominica each run citizenship by investment scheme. Sometimes it is called the Golden Passport. The scheme, which has in operation in St. Kitts and Nevis since 1984, has long attracted Chinese and the Middle East investors. And these investors have dual passport, but they never visited the island. It is different story for the Americans, but the different story for the Chinese and the Middle Eastern populations. The rise in the demand for the Caribbean citizenship comes at a cost of some money. But according to the US data, that we are proving that citizenship of the US is actually reducing. The Americans are not only showing their interest in the Caribbean, but they are also showing their interest in Europe. For instance, Malta offers a program where anyone can receive citizenship for $1.1 million. Another nation of the Europe is Austria. That number is $9.5 million. The Americans now actually feel that the Malta or the Austria could offer a better future to their families than their own country. More than double the number of the Americans with the dual citizenship have ditched their US citizenship in the first half of the 2020 compared to the whole of 2019. The total of the 5,816 Americans gave up their citizenship, which is a staggering 1,210% surge in the number of people renouncing their passport from the previous 6 months. So America is no longer the heaven on the earth. The America is no longer the land of dream. The heaven has been scorched by the immigrants, drug lords and the weapon cartels. Hence the things are getting very complicated for the American populations. So that's why the American populations are leaving their own country and leaving their country on the hands of some of the illiterates, those who do not understand what is actually going on in the United States. So now we have reached our question. The first question is, which bank has launched World Gold, a new feature on its mobile banking platform for seniors and the elderly? The first option is Bank of Baroda. Second option is Canara Bank. Third option is Bank of India. Fourth option is State Bank of India. Second question is, which bank launched India's first open for all digital ecosystem for MSME? First option is Axis Bank. Second option is HDFC Bank. Third option is ICICI Bank. Fourth option is Yes Bank. So this is the end of the topic. In any one of you have any kind of questions about any topic which I have uploaded or I have not uploaded, then you can contact me through my email address, which is tuhin.power.academy@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support.